What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin back with another graphic novel review. Today I'm reviewing The Flash by Geoff Johns, Book One, with art by Scott Collins, Angel Unzeta, and Ethan Van Sciver. Though Ethan Van Sciver only did like one issue in this collection. You have covers by Brian Bolland. This graphic novel collects issues of The Flash, issues 164 through 176, right? And this normally goes for 25 US, 30 Canadian. I picked it up for like $5 at the dollar store. When did this first get printed? I think it got printed in 2015. Yeah, 2015, right? Yeah, so the book, this was obviously, if you know anything about the DC at the time, that Wally West was the Flash, right? Because Barry Allen was still dead at this point, right? So yeah, the book starts off with a weird Alice in Wonderland story where the Flash gets arrested, right? And he's arrested in a parallel world, right, where the Flash Force, where the Speed Force never occurred, and although most of the world's superheroes are dead, right? Yeah, and the Flash never existed in this world. He's stuck there with Captain Cold and Mirror Master, which this is the like Irish or Scottish Mirror Master. I can never tell which one. So it's like the first couple stories is like Wally West trying to figure out what the hell is going on and how to escape from this parallel world, right? And while all this is going on, Barry Allen is still alive with Iris, and and they said like Wally West is in this parallel world as well, but he's like an incel living with his parents. I thought that was kind of funny, right? So yeah, obviously the Flash has no choice but to team up with Len Snart, which is Captain Cold, and what's his name, McCulloch something, Mirror Master, right? While all this is going on, the villains of this world, which is this sniper dude, right? I forget his name, right? And his boss, right? Figure out that they're in this parallel world and need to capture the Flash and his friends, allies of convenience, more like it, before they can escape, right? So I really like this story. It had like I should mention, like, here's the two bad guys, right? You can see them. You have this sniper dude, I forget his name, and then this guy who's like an evil mad scientist, right? So instead of the Flash Museum, you have the Keystone, the Hal Jordan Museum of Keystone City, which is the city that the Wally West Flash lives in. Barry Allen lived in Central City. Wally West lives in Keystone, which is like they're supposed to be sister cities or whatever, right? So I really like this story, but it very much reminded me of the Flashpoint, but in a smaller scale. So it's like when people say that Geoff Johns repeats himself, they weren't joking. He does kind of repeat himself. So, because there's no Speed Force in this parallel world, like, the Flash has to, like, equip himself with, like, you know, with, gadgets of his enemies, right? So they escape, and then you have the second story, right, which is Brother Grimm, which is a story about, like, former ally of Wally West back when he was Kid Flash during his Teen Titans days, where he helped this prince help take down his evil father, right? Only for the Flash to give the kid the prince bad advice, and his the evil prince the prince was forced to kill, not only was forced to kill his brother, who he relinquished control of the throne, right? So to get revenge, he kidnaps Keystone City and makes it his kingdom, right? And you have this really cool retelling of the events, right? And here's the villain, Brother Grimm, right? So yeah, I really like this story. This story was pretty good. The art's good. The art's good, right? So the first story you have is Magenta, right? Which is an ex-girlfriend of Wally West. There's a scene where like Wally West is trying to go see a hockey game with his wife Linda West, right? Who's a reporter, right? Which wasn't Iris a reporter too? I can't remember, right? And like because Wally West has a public identity as the Flash, you know, he gets interrupted, right? And there's this plot going on the subplot going on with the Pied Piper, right? Which the Pied Piper was a rogue who became a superhero, right? Yeah. So there's this plot where the Flash has to deal with his ex-girlfriend and an evil cult that worships him, right? And they're going around killing people who were saved by the Flash, right? So, like, let's just skip to the next story, right? There's a story here where, like, Pied Piper, who's Wally's friend, kills his parents, right? And this is super weird because, you know, Pied Piper is supposed to be a good guy, right? So there's a fight at this, yeah. So, one of the people that were killed was another ex-girlfriend of Wally West. Wally West has a lot of ex-girlfriends, right? Wally West has a lot of ex-girlfriends, and she had a kid, and and the story, the series was making you think it was the Flash's kid, but it might be also Weather Wizard. It might have been actual Weather Wizard, this is supposed to be his new costume. I've seen this costume lots of times, right? So like Weather Wizard wants his kid, right? And then the final story, where you have the Ethan Van Sciver art with the cover, right? Is that there's viral outbreak that's killing people in Iron Heights prison, where all the masked superheroes go, right? And it's up to Wally West, Garrick, the Flash, and Pied Piper to go in there and cure the virus, right? The epidemic, right? And while they're there, they see like a lot of messed up stuff. Like they're treating the super villains not great, right? Yeah. And then they set up a new rogues gallery, and that the warden there might not be a good guy, right? So yeah, the book ends with the introduction of the new rogues gallery. So what did I think about this book? Obviously it's Geoff Johns, and you guys know I'm a Geoff Johns fan. I liked the stories. The art was a little hit and miss, but overall I would say it was good, right? Some of the backgrounds in the stories where Angel Unzeta was drawing them were missing, right? Was missing, but there was some cool fights. There was some gore. When Flash had the team up with Captain Cold and Mirror Master, they were going around killing people, right, in gruesome ways. And there was actual strategy to the superhero fights, especially near the end, right, when Wally had to fight Weather Wizard. My main problem with the book, the dialogue was weak at times. Obviously, this is Geoff Johns back when he was early in his career, right? And I'm not a huge fan of superheroes that are married. I feel like a lot of the story is like, you know, the wives, like there's, when you have like superheroes that are married, there's a lot of filler downtime, right? With the wives, man, and it's like and like a lot of dumb melodramatic, you know, drama, which I could care less. I did have a problem with how quickly Barry Allen got over the fact that like a shitload of his people he saved were murdered by the cult, right? And he seems to get over it really quickly, and then and his solution to the hero worship problem was him is like, yeah, honey, let's move out of the suburbs and move back into the city, right? with the other peasants. It's like, what the fuck? And it's like a nice apartment with a great view. So it's like, dude, yeah, it's just your classism is showing, right? But overall, I enjoyed the book, and I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. So it's going to be a while before our next comic book review, but so we're just going to have you guys vote for them. Vote for the next one, and the next one's going to be a Marvel book because we have a rotation where we review DC, Marvel, and non-DC and Marvel, like D&Ds, right? So I picked some books out. I have a lot. I noticed that I have a lot of my Marvel backlog is like Avengers graphic novels. So it's like, oh, I should probably Avengers and X-Men graphic novels. I should probably review something that's, you know, neater, right? So, first one is Warzone Secret Wars 2099. I've had this in the backlog forever. That's one of the choices. The next one is The Order, The Next Right Thing, Volume 1 by Matt Friction and Barry Kitson. And then we have this, The Marvel Man Family Finest, right? Which collects like the first 6 issues of Marvel Man, but there's like 200 something pages, right? So yeah, it's like this is like a British Silver Age superhero, right? Called Marvel Man. I think he's Silver Age. I'm not. It's like 1950. It's like I think I read it was 1954. So yeah, those are the 3 choices. We'll do a poll. So yeah, if you guys don't like these choices, let me know. But overall, I think we're gonna pick from one of those 3. So that's it